The stars had forgotten how to sing. Once, the universe was filled with their voices, bright, living harmonies of gravity and fire. Every sun had a rhythm, every nebula a song. But now, in the distant age of silence, only echoes remained. And somewhere within that silence drifted a single ship, the horizon's edge. Its hull was ancient, its silver skin scarred by centuries of dust and radiation. The ship hummed quietly as it glided through the dark sea of space, a lone survivor of a forgotten war between light and oblivion. Inside sat Captain Liora Vance, staring at the dead stars through the cracked viewport. Once she had been human, a dreamer, a soldier, a sister, but the years had turned her into something else. She could feel the pulse of the cosmos inside her veins, hear whispers in the radiation, see the invisible threads connecting one dying world to another. She had touched the echo, the mythical cosmic consciousness said to be older than the universe itself. And ever since, she had not truly slept. For the echo never rested. It remembered everything that ever lived, and it sang those memories back into existence. But lately, it had gone quiet. The ship's AI voice, a calm, genderless tone, broke the endless hum. Captain, long-range sensors have detected a repeating transmission. Liora blinked. Coordinates? Unknown origin. The signal is human. Timestamp. Year 2417. Her chest tightened. The current date, according to the ship's chronometer, was 2791. That meant the message was nearly 4 centuries old. Play it, she whispered. Static filled the cabin, broken by a trembling human voice. If anyone can hear this, this is Dr. Elias Vance. The research failed. The echo. It's alive. It's not what we thought. Then silence. Liora froze. Elias Vance, her brother, dead for 300 years. She had chased his shadow through galaxies, through archives, through the ruins of ancient civilizations that worshipped stars as gods. And now, his voice had found her. Set course to the transmission source, she ordered. The AI hesitated. Captain, the coordinates lead into the Ilion Rift. That region is gravitationally unstable. Probability of survival less than... Then we'll see how lucky we are, she interrupted. As the ship plunged toward the rift, the darkness outside began to warp. Stars elongated into bright scars of light. The fabric of space stretched like glass under heat. The AI's readings became meaningless. Inside her mind, the echo stirred, faintly, like a heartbeat far away. She felt it wake up. Images burst into her mind. Planets drowning in oceans of fire. Machines worshipping black holes. Children looking up at alien skies. Each memory belonged to someone else. Each voice whispered a fragment of the same message. Find the song. The rift swallowed them whole. When the ship emerged, the universe looked wrong. The stars here were pale, ghostly, like reflections on water. In the distance floated a massive structure, half broken and glowing faintly from within. It was not a station, not a ship. It was a cathedral, suspended in space, built from crystal and light. And carved into its outer shell, Liora saw words written in a language older than any human tongue. She didn't need translation. The echo inside her knew. The vault of songs. Her breath caught. This was where the echo had been born, or perhaps where it had died. Inside, gravity was strange, sometimes heavy, sometimes weightless. The walls shimmered with moving constellations that rearranged themselves as she walked. Every step echoed forward and backward in time. The air smelled of ozone and memory. Then she saw him, Elias. He stood in the center of a vast chamber, surrounded by floating shards of light, fragments of data, maybe, or souls. His form flickered like a projection, but his eyes were alive, full of sorrow. Leah, he said softly, his voice cracked with static. She took a step forward, her heart trembling. Elias, is it really you? I don't know what I am anymore, he replied. I became part of the vault. It preserved what was left of me after the experiment. After we woke it, the echo? She nodded slowly. It wasn't meant to be found. It's not a machine, Leah. It's memory. The sum of everything the universe ever was. But something happened. The silence is spreading. If it continues, everything, stars, life, time itself, will fade into stillness. Quicken. Why did you call me here? Because you're still connected. You're the last one who can hear it. The chamber trembled. The shards of light began to spin, forming a spiral around them. A deep, resonant voice filled the air. Not human, not machine, but something older. Child of the stars, you carry our final song. Liora fell to her knees. The voice vibrated through her bones. The universe forgets itself. The song fades. You who touch the echo are the last memory. The bridge between silence and life. life. Her brother's projection looked at her with pain in his eyes. Leah, it needs a vessel, someone to hold the song, someone who won't let the universe forget, she whispered. You want me to become it. Elias stepped closer. Not want, need. I tried, but my body couldn't. You can. You already carry its rhythm, but if you accept, you won't come back. You'll stop being human. Liora looked up at the swirling lights. In their glow, she saw everything humanity had ever done. Love, war, art, laughter, pain, beauty. She thought of her crew, long gone, of Earth, a myth whispered to children on faraway worlds, of every song ever sung under the stars. If no one remembered, none of it mattered. She took a deep breath. Then, let me be the memory. The voice thundered softly. So be it. Light exploded outward. Leora's body dissolved into pure energy. Her consciousness expanded beyond the vault, beyond her ship, beyond galaxies. Could see time folding, history rewriting itself like waves on an infinite shore. She became the song. Every atom in her body transformed into vibration. Every thought became light. She could feel stars forming inside her, dying, being born again. She could hear the laughter of species that hadn't evolved yet, the cries of worlds still waiting for dawn. Elias's voice echoed one last time. You did it, Leah. You brought the stars back. And then he was gone, and so was she. Outside, the horizon's edge drifted silently through the void, but something had changed. The rift began to shimmer. The dead stars flickered to life, one by one. Across 1,000 systems, comets sang again. Planets began to bloom with color. The universe had remembered its voice, and somewhere, woven into that endless cosmic hum, a soft melody could be heard. Gentle, eternal, familiar, the last song of Captain Liora Vance. No one remembered her name. No record of her ship remained. But in every corner of the cosmos, her song whispered through starlight and wind, through radiation and memory, through everything that ever dared to exist. Centuries later, when explorers discovered the vault again, they found nothing but light. In its center, a single phrase glowed on the floor. When the stars forget, sing for them. And so they did. Across the galaxy, new civilizations sang to the heavens. Their music traveled faster than light, carried by the echo she had become. And every time they sang, the stars shimmered, as if remembering a name they could never quite recall. They did not know it was hers. They only knew that, because of her, the universe was never truly silent again. She was no longer human. She was the song. She was the echo eternal.